this. And just our child, the time is April Fool's Day, and the setting is in Terry's living room.
Please inform Terrence that he may no longer eat in the cafeteria. We do not think it was very polite Until you teach something to someone, you must remain your teacher.
Why, that doesn't sound too hard. I'll teach them 1 + 1 = 2, and I'll be out of these old shoes in a jiffy.
Prepare to pretend, little fellas. Plus and minus.
2s and 3s.
Longitudes, latitudes.
Spelling bees.
Lunchrooms, coatrooms.
Blackboard's chalk.
Geography, history.
Silence talk.
Till someone learns one simple fact, a teacher you shall be.
A teacher you shall be.
What do I do now? Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Mr. Terrence.
So far, so good.
Yes, it is.
Class, this morning we'll learn some arithmetic.
Teacher, I have something for you.
You shouldn't interrupt me.
But it's very important.
Oh, all right. Say, you look like Miss Garvey, my cafeteria supervisor. No, you couldn't be.
I have a big red apple for you.
Well, thank you, but I think you should have waited until after class.
Oh, there's a dirty old worm on this apple.
Of course there's a worm on my apple. That's Winifred. She's my worm. You almost look like a cute little worm. See? There, she's going back into her hole. You hurt her feelings. Shame on you.
Oh, wait. Let's get back to our lesson. Wait a minute. I know something even quicker than arithmetic.
follow along, show them how to say kerchuk. Also how to dodge a blow from sticks which bad boys throw. 20 froggies grew up fast. Bullfrogs they became at last. Not one dunce was in the lot. Not one lesson they forgot. Paused in a hierarchy as each froggy ought to be. Now they sit on other logs teaching other little frogs. Here comes old Sneezer, Weezer, Kerchoo. Choo! But I am all ready. I know what to do. Choo! My hanky is ready just to catch you. Choo! I wait in the tall green grass till the children come to play. Put in your morning yellow clothes, what can you do all night? I wait and wait till the dews fall and my hair goes long and white. And what you do when your hair is white and the children come to play? They take me up in their beautiful hands and blow my hair away. The dandelion, there was a pretty dandelion with lovely fluffy hair that glistened in the sunshine and in the summer air. But oh, this pretty dandelion soon grew quite old and gray and said to tell pictures of him flew many miles away. Beep, 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 beep. One little girl said, I like worms so much. Beep, 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 beep. But the other one said, I really don't see why. Beep, 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 beep. Mother always brings worms. I want apple pie. Toy Star Uproar. The dog had seen it all. The absent-minded shopkeeper had really done it this time. He had closed up shop for the night and never locked the toy shop door. Now what would become of them, unprotected for a night? If someone decided to rob the store, none of the toys were safe. The dog knew something had to be done. But what? She tried to get the attention of the soldier. She inched her way to the very edge of the shelf. Help! Cried the dog. But the soldier never looked her way. The cuckoo bird, a bit frightened perhaps, but nonetheless helpful, the dog called to him, but the bird was so busy chirping out the hour, he never heard her. By now the dog had worked herself so near the edge of the shelf that when the jack-in-the-box suddenly popped up, he frightened the poor dog, who lost her balance and toppled and off the shelf and right into the engine car of the train. in motion. As it rounded the first bend, the top of the train bumped into the Jack-in-the-Box, knocking him off his shelf and into the next car of the train. At the second bend, the Jack-in-the-Box backed up when he was just beneath the soldier. The startled soldier fell headfirst into the bird. They both tumbled over and over each other. First the bird, then the soldier. The bird, the soldier. Bird, soldier. Until they landed in the last car of the train. The dog cried out in disbelief. What a horrible night this was turning out to be. A train pulling a doll, a Jack-in-the-Box, a soldier, and a bird, all going round and round in a locked toy shop in the middle of the night. Just then the door slowly opened. The doll held her breath. Why, you naughty toys! It was the absent-minded shopkeeper. I came back because I realized I hadn't locked the door. And what do I find? All of you playing after hours. Then the shopkeeper set the bird in the sentry box which belonged to the soldier, the doll, where the train belonged, the soldier on the shelf where the doll usually sat, and the Jack-in-the-Box, and the clock, where the bird was supposed to be. This is all wrong, the shopkeeper said, so he put the bird in the train, the doll on top of the Jack-in-the-Box, the soldier, and the clock. That can't be right, he squealed, and he put the doll in the train, in the clock, the bird, in the sentry box, and the soldier, in the Jack-in-the-Box. And when he saw the total confusion he had created, he gave up. And so do I. will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalms 23. My puppy. It's funny, my puppy knows just how I feel. When I'm happy, he's yapping, squirms like an eel. When I'm grumpy, he's slumpy and stays at my heel. It's funny, my puppy knows such a great deal. And I'm going to say the quote of my grandpa. My grandpa's the smartest man I think there ever was. He's been around most everything. He knows about most everything there is to know because he's been around most everywhere to see what he can see. When I ask him questions, you can bet he answers me. If you want to know what makes a plane fly through the air, all you got to do is ask my grandpa. It has a little dingus on its who's-it way up there. All you gotta do is ask my grandpa. When I asked him, what would happen if the plane was flying around and all of the motor stopped. How would the plane get down? He said they'd have to take a rope and pull it to the ground. All you gotta do is ask my grandpa. I asked him why the doggies wag their tails around. My grandpa said it's just because the tail can't wag the mouth. I asked him why the elephants had such a big long nose. My grandpa said, now honey girl, just why do you suppose? In case he has to sneeze, he doesn't want to be too close. All you gotta do is ask my grandpa. Love with all my heart. She feeds me cream, she gives me cream with all her like to eat with apple tart. High and proud on the barnyard fence, watch Rooster in the morning. He shakes his comb and he shakes his tail, and he gives his daily warning. Get up, you lazy boys and girls, it's time you should be dressing. I wonder if he keeps the clock or if he only gets that's 1%. And seeing the multitude, it went up to the mountain. And when it was satisfied, and when he opened his mouth and taught them, blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they should be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. She said that they because she's okay. And I had a dog that comes from the States. And because it was her state, I asked her since 7 today to come with me, and I will get that question about again in the wild beasts of the field. And David said that it was named Thou was named sword with a sword with a spear and with a shield that I have in the name of the Lord of hosts and the God of the armies of Israel. Now I this day when the Lord delivered me into my hand, and I will slay thee, and take thine head from me, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Lord this day of your fathers again to the wild beasts. That all they may know that there is a God in Israel, and all the systems shall know that the Lord saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give it into our hands. And it came to pass after when the Philistine arose and came nigh with David, that David hasted and ran to the army to meet the Philistine. And he put his hand into his bag and took from the stone and came in, so that it smote the Philistine and he fell on his face to the earth. David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote him and slew him.
Guys, look now. Look at that outfit he's got. He's what I call a mess.
He'll have to get someone to take him out like a car scoop. Boy, when he looks swell on first string. Boy, he sure is a mess. Say, I wonder where he flew in from. I never saw him around here until today.
He would have to show up here just when we're getting a new coach.
Hope he isn't the first one before Spice and the dust comes. Boy, didn't you have a fine impression for our players?
He sees us and he's coming over here. Let's get him and see what happens.
Get him in a circle and then pass him. Shoot high and fast. Get him out of the way.
Look at this and see that footwear.
Hello.
Howdy there, stranger. Doing these here parts?
Well, I haven't been here very long.
Freshman?
I don't know, I'm just starting.
What's your secret string, brother?
Sure thing.
That's the reason you came all dressed up, huh?
Well, sometimes pigs go prepared.
No, listen, stranger. One first grade. We have a good bird. A couple of good halfbacks. A peach and fullback. He might be a drawback.
You know what football rules?
Most of them, I read a lot.
Had your pants tailor made, didn't you?
I must ask my cal.
No, listen, stranger. We're on the first grade. Perhaps a little advice from us might be good for us.
Perhaps would.
Well, you see, we're getting a new coach here soon on long. You might make a bigger hit with him. If you had a decent looking outfit. They say he's strong for systems. Good looking uniform is part of the system. Same as good training rules and all that. Ever hear of Cyclone Evans?
It's like, hey, is he a football player?
One of the best football coaches.
And he's coming here?
He is, and with that baby doesn't know about football, it can be written on a postage stamp. You better spruce up a bit. Either get large or straight down and get out.
Thanks a lot, I will.
Right.
No, get out here. Suit.
Get in the circle, strangers. Go fast, please.
Want a little faster?
Fast enough now.
Story about four people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about it because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody, and nobody did what anybody could have done.
Read a poem to you called I Do Not Like the Rat. I praise the hippopotamus. I celebrate the bat. I hold the brain in high esteem. I do not like the rat. I cut into the octopus. I tolerate the gnat. I dote upon the stately swan. I shudder at the rat. I value the rhinoceros. I venerate the cat. I quite salute the simple moon. I cannot stand the rat.
I'm going to read a poem to you titled The Mungo and the Mun. The duo met to duel at dawn, the Mungo and the Mun, to settle certain matters that indeed they've often done. The Mun struck first and tweaked the cheek, and being tweaked right back, detached the Mungo's tender tail and dropped it in his back. The Mungo dashed his mullet on his foe's defenseless toes. The Mun produced his pliers and removed his rival's nose. The Mungo, somewhat angered, grabbed his adversary's ear. The Mun then grabbed the Mungo's horn. The Mungo shed a tear. The contest grew intenser, and the Mungo, seeing red, took silken blade and neatly shaved the Mun dug out his head. They battled on the cantaloupes with sandwiches and snips, with cakes of paste, with rotten eggs, and prunes and paper clips. At noon the duels drew apart, the Mungo and the Mun. They bowed and said, "Let's meet again. It certainly has been fun." Come see the thing. Come see the thing. The dad's caught. Oh, yuck! Don't even bother. It is not dead, as Dad had thought, and now we mind his father.
Read a poem for you called Lone Dog. I'm a lean dog, a keen dog, a wild dog alone. I'm a rough dog, a tough dog, hunting on my own. I'm a bad dog, a mad dog, teasing silly sheep. I love to sit and beg food to keep fat souls from sleep. I'll never be a black dog licking dirty feet. A sleek dog, a meek dog, cringing for my meat. Not for me the fireside, the well-filled plate, but shut door and sharp stone and cuff, kick and hate. Not for me the other dogs running by my side. Some have run a short while, but none of them went by. Oh, mine is still the lone trail, the hard trail of best. Wide winds and wild stars and hunger of the quest.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether the nation or any nation so conceived and so
to the city of Capernaum. The time is 1829. The setting is the home of the Isaacson family. Mrs. Isaacson will be played by Cara Anderson. Benny Isaacson will be played by Tony Mallett. Grandfather Isaacson by Jason Mallett. And Jacob Isaacson by Jeff Schultz. And I'm your narrator and technician, Louise Hopkins. In order to stir your minds to imagine just how the circumstances surrounding one of Jesus' miracles might have unfolded, we'd like to present to you a cup of cold water.
Don't go near the cliffs. Your mother's going to turn gravy for her days. Eat your lunch this time. If you give it away again already, I can tell you without supper you'll go to bed.
Mother, I did not mean to be disrespectful, but I cannot bear to see someone go hungry when I have food which I can share.
But your mother is not rich, Betty. She cannot afford to feed the multitudes of beggars which our city affords. Now mind you, Mother, today, do not try to take the burden of the whole world upon your young shoulders. They are not quite broad enough for that.
But grandfather, you don't understand. It is true that I have always had a soft spot for those whose fortunate than I. More than that, I want to please the Messiah in everything that I do. He said if he would give us 1 cup of water in his name.
Yes, son, you've heard that before, and that is something else I should tell you. All your talk about the Galilean is going to bring us nothing but trouble. Uncle Samuel, Cousin Reuben told me only yesterday that you were the main topic of discussion at the synagogue. Your mother's going to develop and also trying to always defend her son. I find myself torn
Mother,
between.
you have been kind to permit my following Jesus, and I am very grateful. But no longer will you be torn and you too accept Jesus as your personal Messiah.
All right, all right. No more stalling. Late for school. You're going to be no off with you. Don't give your cloak away today.
Don't be too hard on your mother. He is sincere in his charity. And maybe, just maybe this Jesus is the Messiah for whom we have so long awaited.
But Jacob, you realize your brother has gotten hungry almost every day since he began following that carpenter's son? He's given away a good pair of sandals and would have lost his new cloak, and Mrs. Jacob's not been kind enough to bring it back. He's going to lead us into starvation.
I don't think Benjamin's charity has forced us to go without a meal yet. And besides, have you forgotten that he bought that toga and sandals with his own hard-earned money? He is a good boy, you know that.
Oh, well, at least he cannot give away his head, for the Lord in his wisdom saw fit to make it a permanent attachment to the rest of his body. I just pray he remembers our country's decency laws before he decides some poor beggar needs his garments.
A cup of cold water. Mother, if Benny sincerely believes that Jesus is God's promised Messiah, surely he has done many wonderful deeds. I just wonder. The time of his birth certainly corresponds to the time spoken of by the prophets.
The claims of his mother that she was a virgin until after he was born.
David's line. King David's city.
And the slaughter of the infants, and the flight into Egypt.
And what about this John the Baptist? He certainly appeared to be the one who fulfilled prophecy.
Grandfather, you wouldn't have believed it. I've never seen it so marvelous in my life. It was wonderful.
Well, tell us, what?
And to think that he used my lunch.
Benjamin David Isaacson, did you give your lunch away again today? I can tell you I'm going to have to.
Get hold of yourself. Now, Benny, calm down and tell us what happened. Tell us where you got this basket of bread and fish.
Well, I didn't feel well at lunch period today, so I didn't eat my lunch.
And
As I was on my way home this evening, I saw this great multitude, hundreds, thousands. I've never seen so many people in my life. As I approached, I could see they were all gathered around Jesus. He was sitting on this little rise so all could see him. As I drew near, I heard him ask me to make bread and fish to feed the multitude. When I heard his disciples doubting, and after he fed the multitude, the disciples gathered up 12 baskets full of bread and fish which he made. And Jesus gave me this one to bring home. Mother, he's so wonderful, not just because of his miracles or because of what he gave me,
Son of God when he came into the world to die for our sins. Oh, how I wish all my family would accept him as Messiah, Lord.
Benny, I think your mother has something to tell you, if you think you can be quiet long enough.
Yes, something wonderful.
Benjamin, we now understand why you have such a great zeal for charity. For you see,
Oh, Mother, are you telling me that?
Yes, Benny. Mother, grandfather, and all three receive Jesus as our Messiah and Lord today.
Oh, joy! Oh, wonderful! How did it happen? Did he come by here to talk to his disciples? How?
no, Benjamin. After you left the synagogue school this morning, you began to talk about God's Messiah and the prophecies concerning him.
And how many of these seem to point to Jesus?
Then we spoke of the great change we had seen in your life since you began following him.
Especially the charity.
And that cup of cold water.
These things came over and over in our minds until it seemed we could have no rest of heart and mind
Until all three of us knelt and prayed
And received your Jesus as our Savior.
Thank you, Benny, for giving us that cup of cold water.
even if it did mean losing your pair of sandals.
Once upon a time, there lived a farmer, his wife, their daughter, and their donkey named Glum. They were a hard-working family and liked their farmer. The farmer's wife had only one problem. She always tried to take everyone's advice. Then one day, the farmer asked his wife and daughter to take their donkey Glum to sell in town.
Time for us to leave, daughter. We must hurry to town to sell our donkey. Coming, Mother. I'll fetch Glum's rope. Hee-haw, hee-haw. The farm will be very quiet around here without Glum waking up every morning because it's raining. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Soon the farmer's wife set off down the dirt road with her daughter and Glum, her donkey. Whom should they meet but their friend the baker, coming with her baking utensils. Hello there. What's this? A donkey trying merrily along while you two scurry along trying to keep up? One of you should ride him.
You were right. Climb up, daughter, and we'll be on our way to town to sell our donkey.
All right, Tyler. Such a fine donkey should bring a good price.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
So the two set out for town again with Glum the donkey, carrying the farmer's daughter who bobbed up and down with each step. The farmer's wife marched along in front of them.
Mother, here comes the teacher. She wants to be on her way home from town.
Good morning. What's this? Your daughter rides while you walk? People will think she is lazy.
You're right. Jump down, daughter, and let me ride.
Yes, let your daughter's strong legs trot along while you rest your tired bones.
That is good advice. My friends give me such helpful advice. Now I must be on our way to town to sell our donkey.
Glad I could help. You have a fine-looking donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Again, the two set out. This time, the farmer's wife rode with Glum, bouncing and dancing at every step. The daughter trotted along beside her. An hour later, the farmer's wife and her daughter reached the town. They trotted by the tailor's house, and the tailor was sitting on the porch. Now look at this. Farmer's wife rides along while her little girl has to run as best she can to keep up. For shame.
Well, what can I do?
Why, surely your donkey could carry both of you.
Oh, what good advice. I should have thought of that myself. Thank you, kind tailor. Should I climb up behind you, Mother? Yes, if both of us ride, we'll reach the marketplace in no time at all.
The farmer's wife and her daughter again set out, bouncing set off again, this time carrying load. They shuffled along slowly until they reached the cobblestone streets of the marketplace. There they saw a storekeeper in front of her store. Look, what's this? A woman and a girl carrying a donkey. What a strange sight. I can't believe anyone would do something so foolish. How foolish, how silly.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. Hush, hush, you're frightening my donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Quick, catch him.
Stop him, he's running away. There he goes, all you can see are his long gray ears.
My donkey is gone. I foolishly took bad advice.
None can ride, carry, or even saddle.
I have learned my lesson too late. In trying to please everyone, I have pleased no one.
James 1, 5 through 6. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. James 1, 7 and 8. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Ephesians 4:14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Ephesians 4:15. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things with the head, even Christ. Proverbs 3:5, 6, and 7. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil.
Proverbs 2:6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
Colossians 2:6 and 7. As ye have therefore received Christ Jesus the Lord, so walk ye in him. Rooted and built up in him, established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving.
Ephesians 3:20 and 21. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all